what do you want for the Chieftain report?
You yelling at Mr. Spriggs for running in the hallways.
I think that every student should come and high-five Talby with that foam high-five hand that we just got today.
I want you to start it with my beautiful face.
Explosions.
Obviously a science experiment.
I want to show students doing their homework.
Maybe something D&D based?
A pie in Mr. Rice's face.
I think you should open it up with our smiling faces serving you breakfast.
I think the TB2 student should choreograph a flash mob.
I think you should put a little close-up of my face that pops up for half a second.
I think we should do a opener that has me coming in, lights and sirens, and say now it's time for the Chieftain report after I get out of the cruiser.
Alrighty, what do you want for the Chieftain report?
I think we should start with the Chieftain report.
Welcome back, Chieftains, to this brand new edition of the Chieftain Report. It's your two favorite news anchors, back at it again, Katie Hastings
and Caleb Coakley. We have lots of news to get into this week, so let's get started.
If you're thinking about walking home from school, you might want to rethink that decision. Students are not to walk on State Route 328 due to a lack of sidewalks and high traffic congestion. It's dangerous and unsafe for students. Make smart, safe decisions, LHS.
This past Saturday night, the students of LHS danced the night away at homecoming. Here are some sights and sounds from the event.
I'll say shout out to my mom and dad. I love you guys so much, and I wouldn't be here without you guys.
Thanks for voting for me. Thanks for my mom and my dad.
King and Queen right here. We got our staff.
AJ, how you doing?
Last Sunday, the LHS choirs held their annual fall choir concert. I'm hearing from those who attended that it was a real treat. If you didn't make it to the show, here are some sights and sounds.
For anyone interested in playing basketball this winter, preseason workouts are still in session until October 23rd on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 2:45 to 4:15. Tryouts for the team will be on October 31st for sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and November 1st for freshmen. For more information, contact Coach Hayes.
In national news, yet again, we have more out-of-this-world information. Scientists have discovered new types of organisms in ice geysers and grains from Saturn's moon, Enceladus. Enceladus is an ice-encapsulated water world, barely 310 miles, or 500 kilometers, across with a rocky core. Enceladus is suspected of having hydrothermal vents on its ocean floor, quite possibly like those in the Arctic. The findings are based on observations made by NASA's Cassini spacecraft during a close and fast flyby of Enceladus. The small moon, or one of the 274 orbiting Saturn, has long been considered a prime candidate in the search for out-of-this-world organisms. We believe that Enceladus is habitable, but we do not know if life is indeed present, said the University of Washington's Fabian Klenner, who took part in the study. In the flyby, some of the same molecules in the fresh grains came from the underground sea that the moon has, as well as new chemical compounds. These icy water moons will continue to be studied by not just Americans, but by the whole world, letting the search for life beyond Earth continue.
In local news, the beautiful and beloved Ash Cave has recently received a plaque from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources to honor the history and success of the breathtaking site. This plaque is part of the ODNR Historical Marker Program, which was established to recognize and appreciate the delightful scenery Ohio has to offer. Ash Cave is the 29th landmark to receive a plaque from the ODNR. Congratulations to the cave for this incredible achievement.
The weather here at Logan High School has been perfect.
Let's see if that continues on your 5-day weather forecast with Emily Lehman.
Hey Chiefs, welcome back to your 5-day weather forecast with me, Emily Lehman. Last week got chilly, but let's see if these cold temperatures continue. The UV index today is a moderate 5, so make sure to stay safe in the sun. The average high for today is a 68, with the average low being a 48. Today, it's partly cloudy with a high of 69 and a low of 51. To start your 3-day weekend, Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 79 and a low of 61. Sunday, there will be showers throughout the day with a high of 63 and a low of 43. Monday, it will be sunny with a high of 63 and a low of 41. To round out your 5-day weather forecast, Tuesday, the sunshine continues with a high of 70 and a low of 50. That's all for your weather this week. Now let's ask Farah.
I think it's time to ask Farah.
I was wondering, what does a day in the life of Bo Bell look like?
Good morning, Bo.
Good
what
morning.
do your everyday responsibilities look like?
Well, my everyday responsibilities change a good bit, but most of the time I mow all the grass here. I also paint the fields, clean up the stadium, and prep it for more games, but a lot of different things, but mostly mowing.
That sounds like a lot. What's your favorite part about your job?
Probably the mowing, which surprises a lot of people because most people don't like to mow, but I love it. But also the kids. I do like being around the kids, and my son goes here, so I like to be close to my family.
Mowing is pretty fun. What would you change about your job?
I don't know. I guess I would say if I could stay outside year round, it would be nice. We do plow snow in the winter, but that's not as fun being inside.
Yeah, it gets pretty stormy. What's something that students don't realize you do?
I don't know. I feel like the students all know what I do. Maybe they didn't know that we have to clean all the sidewalks and everything. I don't really know. I think they know what I do.
What made you choose this job?
I didn't choose this job. It chose me.
That's a good answer. What part of your job do you take the most pride in?
The mowing. I like mowing because it's instant gratification, and I like to make it look nice. That's me personally. If you would ask Mr. Grow, he would probably say that I'm a positive role model for the kids.
That's all we have for this week's PSA. Thanks for coming with us today.
Thank you.
Ask Sarah.
Hey Chiefs, welcome back to sports. I'm your lead, Ian Galligan.
And I'm your coach, Addie Hinnestoffel.
We have a lot of events to cover.
So let's skedaddle into sports.
Last Thursday, the volleyball team played against Taze Valley for senior night. The matchup proved to be no problem for the Chiefs with a decisive victory in 3 sets. Notable performances include Jenna Pence with 16 kills, Ryan Landis with 14, and Addie Hinnestoffel with 8. Here's some sights and sounds from the match.
On senior night, our team clinched a 4-1 win against Taze Valley, led by Ella Hinton with 2 goals and Callie Strauss and Savannah Rudder adding 1 each. Claire Warren contributed 4 assists. Shout out to seniors Melena Bowers, Riley Donahue, Elena Hicks, Jenna McVeigh, Jocelyn Sarver, Callie Strauss, and Claire Warren. Now here's some sights and sounds.
Are you recording?
Jocelyn.
No.
You should be recording.
Jocelyn.
Basically,
15 years.
I was gonna put on my
We're seniors and we're gonna win 2-0. 3-1. Calling it. 3-1.
They're not gonna score.
On Saturday, the boys' soccer team faced off with Licking Heights for their regular season finale. The Chiefs took the lead quickly with a goal from Braden Schreiner, his 32nd of the season, breaking the previous single-season record of 31. Going into half, the Chiefs held a tight 1-0 lead. With 14 minutes left in the match, Chase Hastings scored a goal of his own to put the Chiefs up 2-0, a lead that they would not relinquish. With the win, the boys' soccer team finishes the regular season with a record of 14 wins and 3 losses. Congrats on a great season.
The OCC cross-country meet highlighted the talent of our girls and boys teams this past Saturday. Junior Kaylin Goss led the girls in the Buckeye division, finishing 14th overall, while Marielle Ramy and Grayson Kozat secured 33rd and 35th place, helping the team to a fifth place finish. On the boys' side, senior Drew Perry raced to 3rd place, with Kane Martin and Elias Hembry following in 8th and 9th, contributing to the team's 4th place finish. Good luck at districts.
Well, that's all we have for you this week, but now it's time to see what Shay got up to on this week's episode of Food for Thought.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Food for Thought. Today, we're going over chicken. The main focus of this episode is to talk about the difference between chicken thighs and chicken breasts. Chicken thighs have much more fat and connective tissue. When cooked quickly on high heat, it turns slimy due to fat that hasn't been given the chance to melt. By reducing the heat in cooking thighs slower, the fat has more time to melt. The connective tissue has dissolved and allowed for the chicken to be juicier. Basically, chicken thighs have a lot more forgiveness when it comes to cooking them, while breasts can quickly become dry if you aren't careful. A meat thermometer can be really useful, especially for chicken, where you can get sick if you eat it undercooked. Try to aim for 165 degrees Fahrenheit for chicken breast and around 175 degrees for chicken thighs. The extra heat for thighs allows for more of the collagen and fat to break down, which creates a lot of flavor. The recommended way to cook chicken breast is quick high heat methods, like searing on a pan. Thighs can withstand longer cooking times, however, so they're ideal for soups and sheet pan recipes. Although it might have been something I should have known, when watching cooking videos I never understood the purpose of them flattening the chicken or cutting it like a book. This technique allows for an even cooking of the chicken, so that you don't have sides that haven't gotten direct contact with the pan. In a future episode, we'll get more into the Maillard reaction, or the browning of things that you cook. But all you need to know for chicken is that it's generally a good idea to keep it dry before you cook it. A quick thing to mention is that when liquid starts to pool on the chicken, it's a good sign that the inside of the chicken is being cooked. I want to have the chance to correct some past information on the cookie episode that we got wrong. Here's Mrs. Collins.
So baking soda is used when the batter is acidic because it contains a base that reacts with the acid in the batter already to make carbon dioxide bubbles to make your cake or your cookies, whatever, rise. Baking powder is used when the batter is neutral because in the powder it contains both an acid and a base, and those together when combined with water react to produce the CO2 to make the bubbles. Both compounds have a second reaction in the heat of the oven to make even more carbon dioxide, which is why you'll see the cookies, cake, whatever you're baking will rise even more in the oven after you bake it.
What comes first, the chicken, the egg, or Shay's food for thought?
Well, that concludes this week's show. I'm Caleb Coakley.
And I'm Katie Hastings. On TV2, The Deuce. Students are not to walk on Stout Rate 328 from Saturn's moon, Enceladus. Enceladus.
Hey, are you taller than me?
No.
This is uncomfortable. I want her to get shorter. Can she sit down? Can you move the chair?
Enchilada.
You can ask
Do you
me.
want me to ask you about your work day?
My work day is a whole lot of nothing.
Hey, mind you.
No, I'm joking. My schedule is stacked.
For blah, 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 blah.
So let's skedaddle into sports.
My hair is literally stuck on the mic.
Hey Chiefs, welcome. Okay.
Well, Skinner, can we like?